Series A, Series B, Series C. You probably heard these terms tossed around many times, but what do they actually mean for your startup? Today, we'll break down exactly what series funding is step by step, and I'll show you what to keep in-house and what you can outsource so you can scale your business smarter. Series funding is the next stage of startup capital after seed funding. While seed funding helps you get off the ground, Series A, B, and C are designed to fuel your rapid growth. In this video, we'll explain each stage, what investors are looking for, and where outsourcing on the Upwork platform can help you stay lean and focused to hit your goals. Here's the big picture of how series funding works. Number one, you must establish clear growth metrics. These are the numbers that you're going to be hyper focused on so that you can really paint the picture of those 2 to 3 key metrics that are going to take your company to the moon. I want you to think revenue, users, or traction. These are really good metrics that can paint a picture to how to get you from here to there very quickly, because that's what it's all about with series funding. Number 2, you must have a clear path to preparing your documentation and your financial projections. This is a crucial part that you cannot afford to get wrong. You want to be crystal clear about all of your financial numbers and the projections to get you there. Any sort of variation or getting off track can really hurt your funding and the use of those funds to continually fuel your growth. Number 3, you'll want to start approaching the investors. I want you to think about venture capitalist firms, private equity, or even strategic partners that would be interested in your series of funding. Number 4, we always negotiate terms and we finalize the funding round. By this stage, the investors want to be able to see actual data, not just a vision like in seed funding, to prove that your business can actually scale. They want to see it put under some stress and being able to see the fruit of some growth happening. That is what happens with series funding. Series A funding is all about scaling your operation, refining your product, and expanding your market reach. To qualify, you'll typically need a proven business model, a growing user base, and consistent revenue streams. This is a really solid business foundation, and now you're ready to scale up. Funding ranges vary widely, but you want to expect investors to take a meaningful equity stake. An example could be a software startup with a steady subscription revenue wanting to raise $10 million so they can expand their engineering and their sales while being able to scale up their marketing. Series B, take things up a notch. Imagine putting gasoline on an already big fire like your business that is already rapidly growing. It's going to take it up another notch. This round is about growing the team, entering new markets, and boosting those revenue streams to take it to another level. What your investors will expect at this range is going to go ahead and have a solid and proven scalability plan that has already been stress tested and they are ready to go up to the next level. Number 2, you want to be able to showcase strong performance metrics. And lastly, you want to be able to paint a picture and really clearly identify a large untapped market opportunity. If we are able to expand internationally, for example, it'll open us up to this many people, maybe any new marketing territories, anything like that could be crucial for this series of funding. This is where many startups end up raising 20 to 50 million or more. Imagine an e-commerce brand that's thriving in one country. Series B is going to help them expand globally and really take it to the next level. Here's the thing. By Series C, your business is mature and focused on large-scale expansion, acquisitions, or even IPO prep. So it's really getting serious about where you're at in your business. You are solid, you are scaled, and you're ready to figure out what are those next key steps to really have massive growth. Investors are looking for you being the dominant force in your market. they're looking for high revenue growth. It's not about how much money you're making, but how much are you growing year in and year after. You want to also have a proven track record for execution. You want to have happy customers. You want to be able to fulfill your commitments quickly. You want to have a solid team that is actually getting things done really well. You want to be a well-oiled machine inside your business, and you want to have a clear engine that is fueling the growth at a hyper level. That is what is really happening in all three stages of these rounds. For Series C, your funding amounts can soar into the hundreds of millions of dollars. Think of a fintech company using Series C to acquire competitors and cement its leadership before going public. That's what Series C is all about. Here's what I want you to know. No matter what round you're approaching, preparation is everything. Here's what I want you to consider to do in the process. Number one is build and present your growth metrics super clear. Number two is you want to maintain detailed financial documentation on both the actual cash flow and the concrete metrics, as well as being able to strategically be at the pulse of your projections. Number three, you want to strengthen your leadership and your operations. These two areas are going to work together very closely to paint a picture at all the different funding rounds that you are a business that they want to be a part of and invested in. You also want to be able to conduct market research to validate your scaling plans. What is it today that you could do to validate your hypothesis on growth? How could you invest a few dollars into a marketing test or a marketing campaign to test your theory at a small scale so that you can show it at each round to really give them a clear picture on what it would look like if we put a ton of money at this scaling strategy so that they know you're serious and you're ahead of the game. Here's the thing. Investors don't just need to see that you're growing. They need to understand that you're ready to scale responsibly. Now, at this stage, founders start asking the question, what do I handle myself and what do I outsource? And here's what I always say about that. You want to keep two very specific things in-house in your company. You always want to be at the pulse internally of the vision, the strategy, and the big picture department of decision making. Number two, you want to be very clear at a high level your investor relationships. You do not outsource that. You do not delegate that. You keep that very close to you as one of your key metrics in the business. But here's the thing. When it comes to outsourcing and delegation, there are so many things that you can do to get support from people that are way smarter and better at these things. In today's video, I've mentioned a lot about bookkeeping, projections, understanding your numbers. You don't have to be the person doing that. That is something you can really easily delegate to super smart people. I've been delegating my books and my projections using Upwork for many years, and it always works so well because they are equipped with so many different clients doing this every day, where I look at a spreadsheet and I'm very overwhelmed. But some other things that you can outsource is being able to understand financial modeling, maybe even your pitch deck designing, that someone else could easily do that, or your marketing material for investor outreach. All of these things are free game to delegate to keep you at your 20%. Out of everything you do, there's 20% of your work that is going to create the massive amount of growth in your business. Stay focused on that 20%. On the Upwork platform, you'll find experienced freelance professionals who specialize in investment preparation, financial strategy, design, and so much more. You can present your best case to investors without even having to build a full-time team because you have all of these experts in your back pocket, ready to go whenever you're ready to scale. Here's a few practical tips that you need to remember when it comes to funding. You want to build investor relationships early. Before you even need the money, it's good to start making the networking and getting those relationships and start asking questions about what it's like to work with them. Number two, you clearly want to define your use of the funds for every single round as you progress in the process. Go ahead and prepare for a really solid due diligence period and legal review. That is a non-negotiable when it comes to any type of series funding. And be ready to protect your equity. Avoid overindulging too quickly. Be able to keep a small portion that you're willing to give up to trade for these series of funding, and kind of know your numbers before you go into it. So that's series funding explained. Series A to scale, Series B to grow markets, and Series C to expand globally or prepare for your IPO. Remember, preparation and smart outsourcing can make or break your funding journey. Be sure to be smart and make the right calls, and come to Upwork for any of your questions when it comes to understanding funding and outsourcing like a pro. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Upwork channel, and leave me a comment and let me know where you're at in your business journey and if this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.